This is Brittany Rodriguez and my persuasive speech. There's my mom Cheryl, my sister Brooklyn, and my dad David. Okay. Most parents probably never give a second thought to their child's school day, let alone their outdoor play or their physical education. But the fact of the matter is that physical education is not a requirement to the state standardized test. These extracurricular activities and outdoor play are being completely diminished in time from school programs to make way for even more studying for these exams. The truth is that many students need a break from the classroom and learning environment in order to allow their brains to have a reset. As a pre-kindergarten teacher, I always made recess, dancing, walking, doing a bear hunt a priority in my classroom. Anything for these children to get their wiggles out. I saw firsthand many times when a child has to sit and learn for too long. Their interests and their energy have to let out in order for them to do their best work. Are our children truly succeeding more without these additional school programs, or are they not retaining information due to long study hours? I am here to persuade you that children still need to be treated like children and that extracurricular activities are just as important as studying for standardized tests. Their outdoor play and physical education are being diminished in time due to school districts' complete reliance on federal funding, which is based upon standardized test scores. Also due to this, a lack of activity is aiding in childhood obesity and hyperactivity disorders. These are some reasons why children should be afforded outdoor play and physical education, how this is important to brain development, improved social skills, and learning about healthy living for their future. In order to understand where we are now, we have to start from the beginning. The main basis for schools losing these extracurricular programs is due to funding or lack thereof. Schools' funding comes in a certain percentage of students who score high enough on these exams. In the book, Young Athletes, Couch Potatoes, and Helicopter Parents, the productivity of play brings these facts to life, as well as the No Child Left Behind Act, or also known as the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. The legislation led many schools to focus primarily on academic achievement tests in order to maintain their levels of funding, states Engable and Skillnaw. The No Child Left Behind Act was not meant to make standardized testing the number one priority. It was meant to help monitor students' achievement and make measurable goals as a method to improve the American education system. Because physical education and outdoor play are not required or a part of standardized tests, their times are being diminished to add more study hours or to be sent to remedial classes. However, once this act was placed on schools, it has taken on a life of its own and twisting into a tactic to bring in more federal funding. What other choice was there but to start teaching to the test? Adding to this, administration has now made standardized tests their number one priority and are putting all stress and pressures on teachers. Principals and teachers with best scores are being offered bonuses throughout the school year, again placing standardized testing at the top of their priorities. The joy of teaching and the love of learning has been taken away from students and teachers alike. It is incredibly unfortunate that that students' education has been neglected to this point, and it can only be measured in a standardized test, and instead of by means of actually being useful or helpful. The lack of physical activities and physical education is not only affecting children with a lack of knowledge of healthy living, but there is also a rise in children with hyperactivity disorders. Most children are unable to continuously sit and learn in a chair throughout a school day, causing them to lose interest and focus, to become bored with their lesson, and begin to fidget and play. Children learn through movement. In the article, Educating the Student Body, Taking Physical Activity and Physical Education to School suggests that elementary school students need physically active breaks throughout the school day to aid in brain development. Once children have active breaks or rest, they are once again ready to learn. Author Harold Cole states that when physical activity is used as a break from academic learning time, post-engagement effects include better attention. Harold Cole goes on to continue to say that there is little evidence supports the notion that more time allocated to subject matter will translate into better test scores. It is in a children's nature to want to play and learn but our young children are being held to too high of a standard when it comes to having them to sit and be still for long periods of time. Outdoor play and physical education aids in brain development and helps the brain to relax so that it can retain more information. According to the American Academics of Pediatrics, ironically, minimizing or eliminating recess may be counterproductive to academic achievement, as a growing body of evidence suggests that recess promotes not only physical health and social development, but also cognitive performance. Physical education also leads to learning how to be active and how to live a healthy lifestyle. A learned behavior such as healthy living as a child is much easier to carry into adulthood. Many schools have seen a drastic change in their children in mood and academic excellence once re-adding a substantial amount of time back into the extracurricular activities, such as outdoor play and physical education. Also, since making time for these activities, students' scores have actually improved. In conclusion, outdoor play and physical education may not be the #1 priority, but it is important in the development of our children. Unfortunately, standardized testing has taken over our school system. Due to outdoor play and physical education being cut from school programs, there has been an increase in children with hyperactivity disorders. Finally, outdoor play and physical education are detrimental in the growth of children. If school districts want to succeed, then they need to focus more on than just a standardized test. If something as simple as adding outdoor play and physical education back into the curriculum, then why not allow it? Children of today should be afforded any and every opportunity for their success. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. You contradicted yourself in the last 3 sentences.